Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to look into how we can do a mobile automation using APM. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how you can configure the APM in your Windows machine. Okay, and how you can test the Android mobile app. Okay, so I'm going to show you a demo mobile app testing with the APM. Okay, so let's begin with this. So to start with the APM, we need to follow some steps. Okay, and the steps are here. I have documented it. I'm going to share this in my description. Okay, so here, like, to learn APM, so you should be having a basic knowledge of Java, and you should be having a basic knowledge of Selenium WebDriver as well. Okay, so if you used already a Selenium WebDriver for automating a web-based application, then it will be easy for you to automate a mobile-based application. Okay, so here to begin with this, like, you should have a Java and the Eclipse. Okay, Eclipse or IntelliJ. Eclipse is basically editor. Okay, so where you are going to write your test cases and all, and Java is a language, so you can use any other language as well. Okay, so here you should have a Java and the Eclipse both installed in your machine. That is the prerequisite, and the Java environment variable has to be configured as well. Okay, so like, I'll show you here, like, I had done already the installation of Java and the JDK. Okay, so if we go to the my PC, and here we have in my PC, so program file. So if you install a Java, so you can Google it, Java JDK download and Java JRE download, and installation is quite simple. So once you do the installation, you will, like, here the folder will be created with the JDK and JRE. I installed Java JDK 1.8 and JRE 1.8. okay, so both the versions should be same. So once the Java installation is done, you need to configure an environmental variable. So basically this path, okay, is going to be your Java home. Okay, and so inside Java home, so we need to, okay, so this path is going to be your Java, okay, home, and so inside Java home, so we are like adding a path of this bin folder. Okay, so similarly, like, the JRE home is going to be, this is the path of the JRE home, and so inside this JRE home, so we'll be adding a path of the bin. Okay, so if you look into, I have already configured the environmental variables. So if you need to go to this PC and the properties, and you need to go to the advanced system settings. Okay, so properties, once again. Okay, so inside, like, system properties, you will get a advanced system settings, and in advanced system setting there is an environmental variable. So here, if you look into, I have set a Java home, and the path is JDK. Similarly, JRE home path. Okay, so once Java home and JRE home you have set, you need to, like, edit the path variable. So here is the path variable. Okay, and you need to edit it, and you need to add here Java home, okay, /bin, that is the bin folder inside a Java JDK. Okay, and the bin folder inside a JRE home. So you can either set it as here, like, here you can see, like, this is the path, okay, like, for the Java home, okay, and /bin. So this entire thing we can denote it as a % Java home. Okay, so same JRE. Okay, so here if you look into JRE home /bin folder, and then you can say okay. So this is setting a Java JDK, okay, environmental variables, and then you need to install the Eclipse. So Eclipse installation is a bit simple. You can download the Eclipse. Okay, you can search for the Eclipse download, and okay, here, like, Eclipse download, and you can go to this eclipse.org and you can download. Okay, so Eclipse for Windows, okay, the zip file. Okay, so here you will be getting Eclipse ID download. Okay, so I'm not going to show you this in detail. Okay, so you need to just install this Eclipse. Okay, so once the installation is done, okay, so you need to, like, go and do the next. Okay, so installation, so that is your, see, like, Java and Eclipse we have both installed. Okay, so next is SDK tool installer. Okay, windows.exe. so this is, like, required. Okay, so to work with the APM. Okay, so you need to download this. So here I have, like, okay, let me search for this. Okay, so this okay, installer. Okay, you can go to this first link and you can download it. Okay, so once the download is done, so you can just go ahead and you can see here I have already downloaded it. You need to do the installation. When you do the installation, it will ask you for the path where you want to install it. Okay, so you can give any path. Okay, so I have installed it in this particular path. So this is the path, okay, in which I have done the installation. So once the installation is done, this folder is going to be created, and this folder is going to be your Android home. So you need to create an environmental variable for the Android home, as like we have done for the Java. Okay, home. So here you can see Android home, I have created it. Okay, so once the Android home you have created, so the next thing is you need to go and update the Android SDK Manager. So once the installation is done, so all folders will be not available, like platform, tools, and tools will be not be available. So we'll get this SDK Manager. Okay, so you need to open this SDK Manager. Okay, so here once the SDK Manager is launched, okay, you can see here we have the tools. Okay, and so inside tools, okay, so we have different API versions as well. Okay, so see here, like if I'll collapse it, see here, like you can see, so we have tools. Okay, so in tools we have different platform tool versions and build tool versions. Okay, so this you need to install the latest one, like that is the 29. I have installed it. Okay, once this installation is done, so you will be able to see this platform tools and the tools folder. Okay, so these two things are required, okay, to work with the APM. So later on we are going to use, okay, from this the tools and from the platform tools. Okay, so for no time being you need to just do this installation. Okay, and like you need to update, okay, this, okay, tools. So like we can use this SDK Manager, okay, to create a different emulator, Android emulator with different versions, like Android 7.0. Suppose you are going to test an application, mobile app with the different Android versions, right? Okay, so you can like if suppose you want to do mobile application testing in different versions, so you can install, okay, so you can update, okay, so the specific Android APIs, okay, and you can create emulator. So I have not like created the emulator using the Android SDK Manager. In fact, I'm using some other emulator. Okay, so using this SDK Manager we can create a emulator in the Eclipse. Okay, so for that I have created another video, okay, so that you can have a look into. Okay, so currently like I have just updated, okay, one of the version. Okay, here like I have updated Android 10, okay, and the tools and the extras. Okay, so here all the extras you need to install, okay, and any specific API, okay, for any version you need to install, and inside a tool you need to install these two things. For example, like I selected these two things, okay, and Android 10 entire thing, okay, and then extras entire thing I have selected, and then install 44 packages. Okay, so you need to accept the license and you need to do your installation. So it is going to take some time, okay, so to do the installation. So I have already done it. Okay, so this is Android SDK Manager. Okay, so you can install it. Okay, and after updating you will get a platform tools, okay, and this path you need to set. Okay, so the platform tools path inside environmental variables, like if you look into here I have created environmental variables, and the Android home already path I have created till Android SDK, and here like if you look into, so Android home and slash platform tool, so this is nothing but this particular path. Okay, so platform tools, because till here like we have already created as a Android home and slash platform tools. Okay, the same way you need to go and add this tools part as well. Okay, so this tools you are going to add. Okay, so once this thing, like all platform tools and tools environmental variables you are done, all the system variables are set now. Okay, you can just close it, and then you need to verify it. Okay, so I'll cancel this. I already added all. Okay, so now to verify all the environmental variables, Android home and platform tools. Okay, tools are set properly, so you need to run this particular command cmd and Android. Okay, so you need to type, so this should open an Android SDK Manager. So if the Android SDK Manager is open, that means the path set is proper. So here you can see the path. Okay, the install Android SDK path. Okay, the same way there is like a tool UI automator viewer. Okay, so UI automator viewer. Okay, so I think I'm doing some mistake in the spelling. UI auto. Okay. Okay, so this will open here. UI automator viewer, so which is going we are going forward, we are going to use it to inspect an element. Okay, so using the UI automator viewer. So till here, so if you have any doubt, you can just comment me out. Okay, so now, so we have seen here Android SDK installer, then configuring the environmental variables, updating the SDK, and then installing emulator. So download, now we are going to look into. So here I'm not going to use the SDK. So manager, not created a Eclipse emulator using SDK Manager. I'm using another emulator, so which you can download it from this particular link. So this emulator you can go and download it. So here is the link. So you can go and download this particular emulator. So I have already downloaded it. So you can see here, this is the emulator I have downloaded. So this is the emulator, this is application, you need to just install it. So once you are done with the installation, so you can launch that particular emulator. So let me launch it and show it to you. So let me close this. So this is APM Server, so we are going to use it. So this is the emulator. So I have already so here I downloaded it. So let me just start it. So it's taking a quite time, so it will start. And now so here so I can close this. I go to the home. So my games. So see, this is the emulator. So which we have installed it, and here this is my demo application. So so this is my demo application using which I'm going to show you the test execution. So you can here, like in this emulator, you can go to the Google Play and you can just install the application which you're going to test it. So you can search for any application like Book My Show, you can search, and you can do installation same like in your device. So how you are doing it, so we can use a real device also for creating a test and executing a test. But I'm using emulator. In other videos I have explained you how you can use a real device. So now we have done with this Android emulator. So installation. Then so we need to enable ADB under emulator settings. So the most important thing is, see, if any emulator is a real device, you are connected to the machine, right? So it should be like detected in your system. So suppose I have connected my mobile device using a USB or this particular emulator, it is running, right? It should be detected in the ADB devices. So here, so like if I'll search for ADB devices, see, so ADB devices. So list of devices attached. So here it is showing null. So actually we should get here this device ID. So this device has to be connected and it should show it here, then only we can run our test in this. Or we can create our test by inspecting the elements of this particular app. So for that, like, you need to do certain steps. So enable ADB under emulator settings. So here you have the settings basically. So you can go to the preference. okay, and inside the preference you need to enable Android debug bridge. Okay, this is one step. Okay, save it. So once you have done this, okay, so the next step is you need to start the emulator and connect from platform tools to ADB connect. Okay, so here if you look into, like as I told you earlier, we have done an installation SDK tool installer, and like I installed it this at this particular location, right? So the location is here, right? So okay, so if you look into here, as I told you, we are going to use these two platform tools and tools. So now inside the platform tools, okay, so you need to run the cmd, okay, and you need to use this command adb, okay, connect, okay, and this actually this application, okay, it is going to run, okay, on this particular host, okay, so that is here 127, okay, .0.0, and this is the port number. So I'm going to connect this, okay. So once you will do the installation, after the installation you will get a message, okay, that this particular tool, okay, it is running on this particular, okay, port and the localhost, this URL, okay, you need to connect it. See here, now it is connected to this particular port. Now if I'll search for ADB devices, says, see, I'm getting a list of here, this device is connected. So even if you connect a real device, it should be detected, okay. So see, earlier it was not detecting, now we are getting this device detected, okay. So that means we are ready to use this emulator, okay, and we are going to use, okay, run or create the test. Okay, so we have done this. Check the emulator is displayed in ADB devices. Now it is displaying. Now next is APM for the Windows. So in my other videos I explained you what is APM, what is the APM architecture, and how it is going to create and run the test, okay, using the APM server. So I'm going to not explain you about all this, okay, in the detail. You will be like able to check my other videos, that is APM architecture, in which I explained you in detail about that. So here you need to install the APM now, okay. So you can search for like APM download, and you can go to the apm.io, and for inside apm.io you need to basically install two different things. One is APM client libraries. These are the libraries which will provide all the, okay, methods, okay, and classes which we are going to use it while creating the test cases, and you can use this in any languages which you are familiar with, okay. So since we are using Java, so we can use the Java, okay. So you can download the Java client, okay. You can use the Maven, okay, central repository, okay, and you can see this is Java client, okay. You can download the jar as well, and you can use the library from here. You can download it, okay. So Java client APM, this you need to download io.apm, okay, and the Java client 1.4.1, okay. So this is a jar, okay, download you can do, and even you can get a Maven dependencies, okay. So to get the Maven dependencies, okay, so like here if you look into, I have added in my program the Maven dependency. So if you're using a Maven architecture, then you can make use of the Maven, okay. If you're using the normal program, you can use the jar file, okay. So you can go to, see, let me launch the Eclipse, okay. So here you can download io.java client, okay, and you can download the jar file, okay. So this is a jar file you can download, okay. So and you can add into your build path, okay. So Java, I already added it, okay. So even you can look for the Maven, okay, so dependency, and you can use it, okay, the Maven dependency if your program is a Maven, okay. So I'm using a Maven program, so I'll show you here. I've added a dependency of the same, okay, so same Java client, okay, and the same version, okay. So let it launch, okay. So here this is my project, demo project, and here like if you look into spawn file, so I'm using Java client, okay. So dependency, so here it is, scroll it up, Okay, so this is I added so many dependencies. Okay, so you can use whatever dependencies required for your program. So you can see here io.apm java client 7.3.0. okay, so this is now the latest 7.4.1. okay, you can use it. Okay, so we have now downloaded the java client. Okay, so for the APM. okay, so in APM two things, as I told you, one is client library. okay, so and then next is here the server. okay, so APM server. So APM server, okay, you can go and download it for Mac, okay, and for Windows. So since we are using Windows, okay, so machine, so we can use this window. okay, you can, after downloading it, okay, so you will get to able to see this particular, okay, so application, this APM server. This is APM server. So two things we download, APM server and APM Java client. okay, so Java client is for libraries, okay, which we are going to use while creating the program. So once this is the installation is done, okay, you need to launch it. okay, so once you will do the launch, so you can able to see, okay, so the APM. okay, okay, so after the installation, okay, you can see this logo and you can start the APM. okay, so now we had seen like we have created a install APM for Windows, okay, server and the Java client we have already done. Creating a main project or a simple project and adding a dependency, okay, Java client dependency in the POM file. okay, so you need to create a program, okay, and then you need to start the APM server. okay, so here once you click on see this APM is okay, so you need to launch the APM, you need to start the server. So this server you can start, okay, so in any machine. So I'm using the local host. In my local host I have installed this, so I'm starting this in particular port. So if you suppose you are installing this APM in some other machine and you are starting from that, you can use the IP of that machine. So now the APM is launched. okay, run the program and create a program. So I have created a program here already. okay, so in my other videos I have explained you how to create a program, how to inspect the element, how to use the element and all. okay, so in this video I'm just going to show you, okay, a few things. Like this is my program. okay, so sample application. okay, and I am just clicking on this and I'm performing some test cases and all. okay, so for that I need to inspect this particular objects located on this, right? So in WebDriver you might have used the XPath, ID, name and all. okay, so and here by inspecting the elements, okay, so you have used to identify the ID, name and all. But in mobile app, so to identify the elements in a mobile app, so we have two different methods here. okay, so I'm just going to show you, but in details I explained in some other video. So one is like as I told you, we have used this particular folder, right? So here we have installed the Android Sdk Manager at this particular location. okay, so if I'll go to this particular location, so you can able to see this SDK Manager, and as I told you, there is a tool, so okay, which we are going to use it later, right? So inside this we have UI automator viewer. okay, so I have shown you how to launch it from the like command prompt as well in beginning. okay, so here like in emulator or in real device, whatever is connected to your machine, so and whichever like app is opened. okay, so and if suppose I want to inspect what is the sign in, okay, so the locator and whatever, so I need to just click on this. okay, so here I need to take a screenshot of that particular page, and using this UI automator viewer, suppose I want to click on sign in, right? So I will select the sign in and I will able to find out the name of the locator. okay, see here, like for suppose I want to click on this particular thing, see, okay, I can inspect this. okay, so and there are different types of locators you can use it, which I explained in another video. This is one of the way. okay, so you can inspect the element. okay, so using UI automator viewer. Another method is like you can use a APM. okay, so inspector. okay, so this is the APM inspector. okay, so this is a very like useful tool. okay, so you can for inspecting the elements. okay, so suppose I have created here like I want to inspect, okay, this element. okay, so for this particular app. Okay, for that, like, I need to add certain details, okay, of this app. Like, if you look into here, I have added here the platform name, okay, so Android, so the version, okay, of this particular Android, okay, so which is currently installed in this particular emulator. Okay, then the device name, okay, and then the package name, okay, so package name of that particular app. So how to identify the package name, activity name, and also I explain in other videos. Okay, so this details basically you need to add it. Okay, so once you add this all details, okay, you can start a session. Okay, and excuse me, so here it is going to, okay, so launch that particular app. Okay, see here it is launched. Okay, and suppose I want to inspect this. Okay, so what I'll do, whatever screen is opened, okay, on that emulator or in real device, you can, okay, so use it. See, suppose I want to use this, get started. See, I'm getting here the XPath of this particular element. Okay, I'm getting class name, okay, I'm getting a name. Okay, so similarly, based on the element you selected, you will be getting a, on the element you selected, you will be able to see the ID as well. Okay, and you can inspect the element. Okay, so suppose I want to inspect some other element. Okay, so what I'll do, okay, so it's loading. Okay, so now see, suppose this page I want to inspect. Okay, so I want to find out the XPath of this particular page, so I opened it. Okay, and now I will do a refresh here. Okay, so here refresh, see. Okay, so now I can easily identify the XPath. So even you can do a recording, okay, here, so which I explained in other videos, and you can generate the steps. Here we have the recording. Okay, start recording, you can generate. See here, this is the XPath. Okay, and you can see the name. Okay, we are getting class, everything. So like this we can inspect the element. Okay, so using a APM. So now, like as I told you here, okay, so let it and maximize this. Okay, so inspecting the element, I shown you few steps. So once the element is inspected, you can go ahead and you can create your test cases. Okay, so how to create the test cases and all. Okay, so I have like created a separate video. Okay, so in this video I'm just going to run the test case. Okay, so I created a test case. Okay, and like these are the test cases, two scenarios I created. Okay, and I have added this device details as well. See the same device, okay, version 1.2 platform, and this particular app. Okay, and now we are going to run it. So before I'll run, so like here, as I told you, like you can use the APM inspector for like identify the elements. Okay, so here like this one which I saying, so you can see like we have used certain details like platform, version, device name. So these are mandatory details, package name, okay, like which app you are going to like use it or going to inspect it, that you need to give it. So if it is a real device, you can easily identify, right, like what is the version, Android 10.9 or whatever, and what is the device name from the aborts, right? So about your phone, you can go to the settings and aborts and find out easily. But since we are using here this emulator, okay, so this details like what is the version, what is the device name, okay, we are not going to get it directly, right? So for that, what we need to do is like we need to install in this emulator certain like apps. This is terminal emulator. Okay, terminal emulator, okay, is going to give you the details, like it is going to give you the release, okay, which version, okay, which SDK API it is using. Okay, so let's look into here. Okay, so suppose I want to identify the version. Okay, so get prop arrow dot build dot version. Okay, so version dot SDK. Okay, so okay, so I did mistake. Okay, so here, okay, so alright, so so you need to be careful. Okay, so I think I'm doing some mistake. Okay, so that is without space it is. Okay, so get prop. Okay, so SDK. Okay, so see, we are getting the API is 25. Okay, and the release. Okay, so see here 7.1 so this details. Okay, so we are going to get it from this okay, so terminal. Okay, see 7.2. okay, and the device name, similarly we can get it from the other tool. So let me close this. Okay, so close this window. Okay, so this is Droid Info is another app, okay, which you can install it in Emulator. Okay, and you can get the device, okay, details. Like here you can see the device detail, device name we are getting. Okay, so fine. So this is how you can use the APM inspector. Okay, and how you can identify the elements in detail. I have explained in some other video. So now we are going to run our program. Okay, so I'm going to just run my program here. Okay, so for running the program we have already started. Okay, this server. Okay, this server is running, we have already started. Okay, and then if you want you can stop and clear this. Okay, and or else you can just run as it is. So I'm going to run my program, so let's run it. Okay, so run as test-ng. Okay, so and you need to keep open your okay, so the emulator or the device. Okay, so in my other videos I have used a real device as well. Okay, and how do you can use a real device. Okay, how you can connect it to the Windows, I explained there. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, so the test case is executing. Okay, and there are two scenarios I have automated for demo purpose, which is like you can see here. Right, so whatever steps you will write, so it will run as per it. Okay, so I explained you how to create the test cases and all. So please go through my other videos, okay, which I'm going to post it very soon. Okay, so if you have any comments and all, you can just write me in the description. Okay, and you can let me know what doubt. Okay, so if you are facing any installation and all. Okay, so test cases are executed, you've seen it, right? And here the test cases are. Okay, so two scenarios got pass, right? So if you have any other questions, any doubts and all, please let me know in the comment. Okay, so thanks for watching my video. Okay, have a great day, and please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.